Yo, what's going on?
Yo, how's it going?
It's your
Welcome to the
boy.
podcast. It's your boy,
Welcome, welcome.
Slim Dizzle and the Hizzle.
Slim Dizzle.
I
Yo,
know,
it's Cabbage.
I know the whole McDonald's rap. Do you?
Which one? The first, like the original?
Um,
Cause like there's a different.
you know
I
what's funny? I just
I
sat here and go, I know the rap, and I cannot remember it now.
I can't remember it
I
either.
need
To
a
be
Coke,
honest,
my
I
brother.
know it.
Another for your mother. Make a double
That's the
supersize,
one
and
I
don't forget
know.
the
Yeah,
fries.
that's the one I know.
What
But
is
there's
the
one
beginning
for
part though?
I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't either. Do you know that
Um,
back in the day, Burger King used to give out Backstreet Boys? Yeah. Backstreet Boys CDs.
really?
There was a set of four of them, and I had all four, which is um, probably not promoted by most males, but Backstreet Boys had some hits, bro.
They
Yo, yo,
did have some
they
pretty
had
good.
some hits,
Yeah.
man, and the CDs were free. You
Yeah.
know, they were
Um,
free.
it's I need a double cheeseburger and hold the lettuce. Don't be front sun, no seeds on
No
the
Z's
bun.
on the bun. I know, I
Yeah.
know, I know it, I know it. Okay, okay,
I
yeah.
had to
I
Google
just
it.
needed the
I
reminder.
just couldn't remind. Yeah,
Yeah, you're right. You're
I
right.
couldn't remember it. But there's another one. Like there's one that like uh another dude made, but it's kind of like our generations,
Oh,
like
oh,
compared to
oh, oh, oh.
yours.
I know
Like
exactly what you're talking about. I know
but
exactly what you're
it's
talking
not the
about. I
same.
don't know
I
it
don't
though.
know that one.
I don't know it either.
Yeah, I think it's
But
I
I
don't know. It's
remember seeing that video,
That's the one everybody in my grade knows, where I know the older one
which
because
is
of you.
crazy. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
But yeah.
that and everybody used to kick the Colt 45.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Um,
Colt 45 into
two
zigzags,
zigzags.
baby, that's
Yeah,
all we need.
but there's so much to it.
Mhm.
So much to it. You got to remember all the women and what they do and whatnot.
Colonel
But
Sanders' wife in the state of Kentucky.
yeah, exactly. Wow. Welcome to the podcast. So we're not going to talk
Wow.
about Afghanistan right away.
Genocide.
I mean it, but okay. Oh wow. So we're going to talk about it right away.
I mean,
So let's be real. Don't like all countries commit genocide. We just get mad about it
oh
whenever
yeah, we
people are
did.
like openly
I
like
mean, I
doing it.
mean,
Is that what it is?
it it's a little weird because like I don't like getting on political topics, but like we call people immigrants and shit.
But
Uh,
we're here.
I mean, fair enough, but like we call people immigrants and shit, but like literally, like we're only here because we stole the fucking country, bro.
Okay.
like,
But what
we
I'm saying
stole
is
the country from the Indians.
even like right
We
now.
yoinked
So
this
like
shit.
we we got into the thing with a, a bunch of different countries because of the way that they treat their people,
Right.
but we do nothing about North Korea. Do you know
Um,
why?
Not really,
North
kinda.
Korea is China backed.
I did
And
know that, yeah. I didn't wanna.
we know if we go at it with North Korea, we go at it with China.
Yeah.
So it's only when it's convenient. We could fuck with these
Um,
little towns that we know, not towns, like I'm not trying to, we can fuck with these places that we know don't have like a specific backing from another world power
because
that's
they
going to be a
can't do
problem
anything.
for us. It's just weird. But anyways, yeah, no, we're not going to talk about Afghanistan right away. That was our little preview. Subscribe to our Patreon, you'll get all the real content.
2.99 a month.
Yeah, and then
Except
if
not
you wanna
really, because we
if you
don't
wanna
have a
see pictures of my
Patreon.
feet and my asshole, subscribe to
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. Yeah.
Hey, they didn't
Hey.
ban porn.
No, they did not. So my
Hey.
main income is still available.
Yo, real shit. Like I saw some people that like actually like apparently are suing OnlyFans because they said they deleted their OnlyFans profile when they
Oh, makes
announced it.
sense. It makes sense. There's a
And
chick on a podcast that I listen to that makes $100,000 a month showing
Yeah.
pictures of her feet.
Yeah.
Her feet.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I don't know what I have to do to my feet.
Bruh, it's crazy. I just realized, yo, so like, I'm sorry, like, podcast. This makes me really like, I hate this shit. I don't know why I do it, but like, I just do, and it makes me self-conscious.
What's
So
that? Move your things?
no, like I do this, but put it behind my ear, random. Like I just do it like not realizing it. Like,
If it makes you feel any better, mine are on my
oh,
head.
I understand, but it makes my ear look really big, and I'm self-conscious
Oh,
about
you
it.
have
So
big
I'm
ears.
calling it. I know, but I'm
Oh
calling it
yeah.
out. So then I'm not self-conscious about it. Nobody can comment on it. You know what I mean?
I got some big ass ears too, bro.
When we get 10,000 viewers and people are like, "Oh, you got fucking big ass ears," I'm
Well,
calling
they're
it
gonna
out
get
right now. I
mad
give up.
whenever
Fuck you, bruh.
they're gonna
Fuck
get
the
mad whenever you
haters.
get paid to like flag in planes and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With your ears.
uh,
All right. So the question was, before we even started this, do you think America is in the steps of failing right now?
right now.
Right now. Do
Uh,
you see a decline in
okay.
America?
So I do want to say something that's really dumb that we've done recently, and we left all of our weapons, our Humvees, our cars, our ATVs, our RPGs, our AKs, whatever equipment our military had over in Afghanistan.
Yes.
We left it all.
Yes.
What are we do? We just gave them all equipment. Now, one
But
thing
you know
we
what's
gave them
crazy?
Apaches.
You know what's
We left Apaches.
they have more Apache helicopters than
Oh, the
80% of
I
the
understand.
world or something now.
But
I don't know if that's
t-
completely factual.
I don't know either, to be
But the thing
honest.
is, right?
But
So everybody's blaming Joe Biden
no,
for this.
it was Donald Trump's plan before. Technically, he's
I don't even
acting
know
on
if it's
that.
Donald Trump's
No,
plan.
well,
My
I
question
don't know
being,
if it was before, but what I'm getting at is Donald Trump actually had this plan in
yeah,
like
I gotcha.
a
But
mission, and then
my
Joe Biden
question
took it
being
over after.
is, don't I mean, they have a whole crew of people that make these decisions.
Definitely, yeah,
You get what I
it's
mean?
not just
So
one
it's kind
person.
of weird for me to
It's
look at
not
these
just
people.
one person, not at all.
I wouldn't think so. It's kind of weird for me to hear people talk about shit and pick sides and think about it and go, well, it's obviously it's because your president is that type of president, and it's like actually I think there's probably a very little bit of what that dude gets to do, a very little bit. You know,
Yeah,
if the president dies tomorrow, the system keeps going. They're just gonna pick another figurehead, but the
vice
system
president.
doesn't stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's not like it just shuts down. It's because the president is not necessary. The system is necessary. So fight the system, man. Fight the system. But no, I don't know. It's just kind of crazy. And so I got this question this morning, and I personally don't know if it's like ending. I don't know if we're ending, but I think we're definitely like changing. I think we might be in but see, I also don't know the whole role of everybody in the world and how everything works. I have an idea of things, but I'm not completely well versed in it. Um, so I don't know where we stand there because it's like everybody knew for a long time like we were just the biggest, baddest motherfuckers, or at least that's what people
I
say.
mean, yeah, but that's why, like I said earlier, like before we started the podcast, like this is like you got to compare it to Rome. Like we're eventually somewhere in history, even if it's 200 years down the line, we're gonna fall. Like 1,000 years down the line, like empires, countries, nations fall.
Yeah,
Like it's
but
just how it
I
works.
I agree, but the fall is like a little different, right? Because Rome is still around today.
No, not like not according like yes, Rome, like as in like the area, but like it's not ancient Rome. It's not
Yeah, yes
it's
and
not
no.
Rome.
Yes and no, but the people are still around.
Yeah,
So there was a fall of the Huns, and if
right.
Attila wasn't out there fucking everybody, they would be gone. But all I'm getting at is like there are civilizations that died off, but
Right,
then there's
like the
some that
Mongols
were like the biggest in the world that are like um
or not the
England used to be
Mongols.
the
What
ruler of
was
the world, right? Like England used to be the world power. They're not anymore, but they're still around. Like they're still here, you know?
right.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what'll happen. But I also don't know what'll happen when we're not if we're not already the rulers of the world. Do our lives really change? Like I heard something the other day, like China, like the whole talk is like China's becoming the new world superpower if they're not already.
The
But
China is definitely gaining on us as a
so what
superpower.
I'm getting at,
That's the statistics that's been showing
I
since like
heard today
2010.
that China doesn't want us to fail though because China needs our commerce.
Yeah.
China needs our consumption. So it's like it's a little different than like the idea. See, I look at it and go, "Oh, we're fighting China, like we're against China."
No.
But I don't know if it's completely like that. Because I look at it and go, "Well, we were against Russia. We had a whole Cold
War.
War with Russia.
Yeah.
But Russia wanted to like destroy us. We probably wanted to destroy them. Who the fuck knows?"
Yeah, that was the entire point was that we were like
Yeah,
basically a nuclear like standoff.
but I
So I
don't
mean, we
see the
both kind of
same
wanted to destroy each other.
I don't see the same issue with China. You know, I think it's a different type of thing. But I think
No,
I think
we're
we're
just
just gonna
fighting
burn
for
ourselves
financial
out.
power.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. But I think we're gonna burn ourselves
Industrial
out.
power.
I think if this shit doesn't change soon, like there's too much weirdness in this world lately, specifically in America. Like there's just too much. There's I don't know, man. It's too weird. Everything's so weird, and it has been for a while.
Like that company Cambridge Analytica, that's something we really need to watch. Like obviously that's kind of old in that video I showed you. That's something it's really scary. Like it's terrifying.
About the data.
Yes, cuz if you look at those
Okay,
charts,
but do you not understand?
I understand the
We are
data.
well, I know you do, but I'm saying like we are all willingly doing this.
Oh,
Like
I
like
completely.
we all sign up for everything real
I
quick.
understand. I understand.
So it's almost
But
it is almost it's the
but
new
you realize that like while yes I'm signing up for this and like yes I'm sharing my data with Facebook that like people I understand because I've read into the term or like I read shit when I sign up for it, not like completely, but I read
never read
into
it
it.
once.
I make sure that my privacy is like kind of changed because you could change settings that turn off certain shit. Now obviously you can't like disclose everything, but you could turn off certain shit that I don't want, so I turn it off. But it I forgot what my point what my point was. It's just really scary, honestly. Like what Cambridge. Uh, oh, my point was if you don't turn those certain things off, they can take your photo. Like a lot of people don't realize this, but you post a photo on Instagram or on Facebook, they could take that photo and use it for any marketing.
Oh,
Like they could
this is
post
a
that shit
whole
on a billboard.
thing now. So Apple is talking about I think releasing software on their next phone, maybe even in an update, but I think it was on the next phone. I don't know. Um, But so
I
this
think I know what you're
software
talking
is
about.
is gonna go through using AI through your pictures and report instances of child pornography on your phone, which when you look at it, you go, okay, that's good, right? Like we don't want child porn in the universe, right? Like that's a bad thing. But the problem is, where does that stop?
Right.
It's like, okay, cool. Like your goal right here is great. I'm sure. That is fucking phenomenal. There definitely shouldn't be people out here doing this weird stuff. The question is, what else are you going to use that for?
The problem is that AI, if it's if see, that's almost illegal because the problem using that AI and me knowing how to program, I know that using that AI you have to collect images of CP to teach the AI what CP is. So so to teach the AI, you would literally have to use CP to find CP. And that's kind of gross to me.
Reggie just sent me a message and it's a YouTube
Reginald's
link.
segment. Call.
Banned German Ninja Turtle commercial.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to look at it now.
Just with me
Check that
knowing how.
out on our Patreon page where we pull up. And I'll be doing OnlyFans at 12 o'clock tonight.
It's just and like even like scanning through like your camera roll to see if there's CP in there. That like that being a thing, it would have to find the pictures and then save the pictures and scan them. So then at that point you're saving CP yourself, like as the owner of
I
the
don't
the
know.
AI.
I don't know. I have no clue.
But to teach the AI, you would also have to use CP to teach the AI how to find it. Like I don't think there's another way other than bottom up at the moment because we don't have top. I might be reversed, but there's either bottom up or top bottom, and one of them we don't have, and you can't teach it any other way.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird to me, man. And we willingly, the more and more, it's kind of like the thing that they talk about with the vaccines right now. Like it's in certain instances they're requiring you to have a vaccine. And then in
Yes.
a lot of instances, they're requiring you to have a vaccine or they're requiring you to have a negative test. Well, I can get along with a negative test. That's cool. But like you're requiring me to have a vaccine, which is weird, but it's not, right? Because we have to have them for school. So why does it feel weird now?
'Cause the vaccine was developed so quickly that you're skeptical, and not only that, because
But I've heard
we're
people
in a pandemic
say
and people are
that
skeptical of the vaccine because of
they've
like
been
what's going on in the world.
testing coronaviruses for 20 years now.
Yeah, different types of coronas.
Okay.
Because there's COVID
And then
19, there's different
the
strains.
the vaccine just got FDA approved, so I should no longer be worried, right?
No, because the normal FDA approval is based on this is um basically FDA approval is not based on like the amount of time put into a vaccine. FDA approval is based on like how like valid or not valid, how beneficial it is to the human society as like a whole. So to the human race. So the FDA basically
I feel like there's safety regulations.
their safety regulations are based on how beneficial it is and not like how quick or not how long it takes in like actual safety. So instead of like they weren't rushing this vaccine by FDA standards because they didn't. The FDA standards were flexed based on the need for the
No, yeah,
vaccine.
there was definitely it was under emergency release.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
It's just an odd time right now, man.
Um
But I feel
so
weird about it. I
I, I, f-
almost
I feel weird about it because I've seen
You can get
research.
it now, right?
I can. I have the option. I do not want it. because I've done research. There's about 1 in 20,000 people that get cardi. I might have the word wrong. Cardioritis. I might be wrong with the word, but it's heart palpitations. And it's just really like it's anybody about under 30. It's like 33-ish. If you get the vaccine, it's 1 in 20,000 people, and I'm just good. I don't want to be one of those 20,000 people. Like, I'm not. I'm not worried about COVID because, like, I obviously like I'm worried about like maybe giving it to my mom, like my dad, like giving it to Papa or some shit. Like, that way I don't like hurt them because like they're older. Because like I'm not gonna like die from COVID more than likely. I'm 17. Like,
But so
I
the question
ate
being, do
dirt
we just go
when I
back
was
to
a
our
kid.
normal life though? When do we go back to our normal life?
We're actually close, if not in the endemic phase. Which means like basically there's a theory with the Spanish flu that the flus that we are experiencing now, influenza, is um is actually different strains of the Spanish flu, and that like the Spanish flu actually never just died off, like it just mutated multiple times into influenza that we have now. And
Okay.
that's actually what the endemic theory is with corona, is that it's just going to keep mutating and then we're going to just live with it. Like basically how we have a flu season every year, we're just going to have a corona season now because it's just here because we've had so many mutations that it would just it's just here.
There was also something that I heard about how because the vaccines don't eradicate it, they're not like they're not um
Herd
they're
immunity.
preventative. They're not that I don't know. Anyways, like they don't completely well actually who knows how fucking well they work, but we know that at least people have gotten the vaccine and then gotten corona afterwards.
Definitely, but
Um
it's
there is
if you look at the numbers, I'm not
Do
gonna
you
say our
think that
hospital.
helps the virus learn how to fight even better because it doesn't kill it, so it allows it to
Yes,
mutate?
yes,
Right.
that's
That's what
actually a thing. Yes,
that's what I heard.
that's
But
definitely
who
a thing.
knows?
Um,
So
if you
anyways,
look
on
at
to
the
Afghanistan.
if
No,
you
I'm
look
just
at
kidding.
the mu virus, it's the mu or the mutation for COVID. It's
Mew
the new one.
mew.
It's right after not Delta, but then there's the L one. I can't remember what the name of it was, but then there's the Mu, the new one, and apparently it's pretty potent, or not potent, like I can't think of the word, like defendant,
Deadly.
not deadly, but like beatable against the vaccine. Like it's not like the vaccine doesn't really do much.
Oh, okay.
I might be wrong, but let me Google it. Let me Google it.
Give it a goog.
Give it a Goog. Is doctors say Mu vaccine?
People right now, if they were to watch our videos, which nobody does, but
No.
if they were, they're going, "Oh wow, so since you looked it up on Google, I'm sure you're getting facts."
Yeah,
But I bet you
definitely.
went to
Don't trust my
fucking
ass. I'm on
I bet you,
UnitedNations.org right now. Thank you.
yeah, but who owns UnitedNations.org, Joseph?
You're right. The
Yeah, it's
government, it's
CNN.
the
It's
figureheads.
CNN. Of course, it's
Oh my
fucking
god.
CNN.
They're putting microchips in our vaccines.
Tucker Carlson. Oh, well, my girlfriend's microchip updated the other day and it actually worked pretty well.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It beeped for a second, her fucking whole body vibrated, but yeah.
Not like real shit. It's kind of crazy to me that like that's even a theory that like people think that there's
Oh,
vaccines, like or vaccines with the
you know,
microchips in them.
you
Like
know
what the
why
fuck,
though?
bruh?
Do you know why though? Because there is no faith. And this is why I think the world is ending.
Just
And by
no
the
faith.
world ending, I mean America like falling. Um, there's no faith, man. There's no faith in the government. There's no faith in y- your political part. There's no faith in
Yeah,
anything.
I can't tell you one, or I guess I can. I could tell you like one kid like at my high school that gives a fuck about politics, like even in the
Man,
slightest.
I just know too many people that literally waste their fucking life away with it.
I know one, yeah. That's the one person
And
I was talking about.
there's a
He's
point where it's
probably
like
gonna become president in the future.
there's a point where information is great and being knowledgeable about a subject is a good thing. But then there's like when do you spend your time like I know too many people's dads that go to work, work a job all day that they don't like, and then they come home and watch the news to go,
Yeah,
"Oh, you fucking see what Donald Trump's doing today?" Or, "Oh, you see what Joe Biden like."
yeah.
It's
It's
like, "Yo, man, like
it's just
when do you
I don't
experience
consume
happiness?"
any media or not media like that. Like I don't watch any TV or anything like that. I watch YouTube. I watch some like my YouTubers and like fucking Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, fucking Moist Critical, Charlie. Um,
It would be really cool if this stays, or it's gonna fall and break my computer. But we're
ooh.
gonna take the risk.
Just don't touch it.
Yeah, I'm not. What's up, buddy? We are. You wanna come in? All right. Love you. All right. Well, that was my son.
Goodbye.
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 He is not around when I'm doing my OnlyFans. That's like taints and assholes. 12 o'clock. Come at me live. $5 a month.
Alright, so I think this is a good time to shout out Technisport. Yo, code descendant, 10% off. Oh wait, I
Technisport.com.
forgot to hit transition. Code descendant
Technisport.com.
for
Thank you,
10% off.
Technisport. I'm so
Thank you,
glad half
Technisport.
of this podcast is sponsored.
Yep, half of this
Check it out.
podcast. Check
He
out
can
the
get
no
you
bullshit.
he can get you $30 off of $300 or something.
Yes,
It's a
sir.
lot, bro. It's a lot.
It is a lot.
Have you ever gone to somebody and been like, "Yo, can I buy that?" And then they go,
And you're
"Yeah, it's
like,
this much."
and you're
And then
like,
you go,
nah.
"Hey, can I have $30 off of it?" And they go, "Yeah." Well, that's what this is like. So, technisport.com.
Yeah, right here.
Um,
Spelled TECHNI. Sport. Bye.
I'd like to shout out my mom. I don't know where
I.
you are, but
uh,
I just want you
um,
to know that
I'm not
I'm
gonna say
thinking
your
about
name,
you.
but shout out to the guy that wore suits at every dress down day last year at school. I
Hey,
know you're gonna
shout
be
out, bruh.
principal. I know you're gonna be principal. I don't know why the fuck I said principal. I meant to say president. That's who I was talking about earlier about the politics
Oh, he's
shit.
gonna be the president. Shout
For
out, bro.
sure. There's no
Rock them
like
suits. Don't let them
I
keep
don't
you down.
I don't know if he's gonna be a president. Like honestly, he can run. He's gonna run. There's no way he's not running. But
Oh, dude.
he's gonna be on those podiums. He's gonna be on the two podiums. I don't know if he's gonna be president, but
Shout out to the janitor at my old high school. That that dude, that dude never looked happy. I'm so sorry, man.
I
I,
hope you're happy listening to this podcast. It's pretty
I
good,
wish I could
right?
help you out, man.
It's pretty good,
Um,
right? Are we entertaining?
shout out to my engineering teacher. You're one of the only ones that ever believed in me. Thank you. Appreciate you. Um, Oh no. She's alive. She's alive.
Oh, I didn't mean it that way.
She's she's alive.
I just didn't.
I'm
I
not
didn't
I'm
mean
not
it that way.
wild. We're not doing that again. That already happened once. I
I
know who to
didn't
bring
mean
up and
it
who
that
not
way,
to.
bro.
Are we done with
Jesus.
shout outs? No more shout outs? Do you have any more shout
uh,
outs?
oh God.
Oh,
Damn, you put me on the
shout out to
spot.
my kid. Shout out to my kid because he wanted one. Shout out. Check him out on
On
all of
my
his
page.
videos on
Uh,
my page. Check him
not my
out.
page,
Give
his
him some
page.
views. Give him some views. Shout him out. Um, I think that's it. I don't have any more shout outs right now.
I don't think I do either.
All right. Um, well, what else do we got? Do we have anything else?
Do we?
Ha, you got
Do you have any?
uncomfortable.
Do you have any of the things pulled up?
Any other what things? My writings?
No, the current events or whatever.
Oh no, I don't, but I
I
can
did
pull them
not.
up.
I do not, cause I didn't. I couldn't find anything earlier.
I can pull them up.
So
Let's
for the
let's.
podcast that doesn't know what we're talking about, we don't have topics, cause we're boring people. So we're googling shit
Oh
to find
no. I have
topics.
topics. I got shit to talk about.
Oh well,
What
I'm a boring
what
person, and I thought he
what
was too. So.
are current events? Important events that are happening in the world. That's what you wanted to know? You were
Yeah,
asking what current events are? I Googled it. That
totally.
was it. Um, no, I mean I got some things. What about what ab-
Afghanistan.
what about that chick that got kicked out of the Olympics for weed? Did you hear about that?
Ooh. Yeah, I did. And
What do you think?
um having a very specific stance on this, I think it's kind of dumb. And yes, it's dumb, but also I don't think it's a really weird stance because if she was in a legal state, I think it should be kind of treated like alcohol, but at the same point, it should
Yeah,
not
but
be
they're in
because it
Japan.
stays. Oh, well then it's not. So then
Yeah,
fuck
they're in
off.
Japan.
But
It
what I
was
was
Japan Olympics.
okay, that's great. But what I was getting at is even then in the Olympics, in the code in the handbook, even if she was in a legal area where she can actually smoke, in the handbook it says that your body cannot be any under any substances that modify or your behavior or change whatever or your
I
brain
agree.
chemistry, and it says that clearly in the book, and she went ahead and did it anyways, and that's her decision to go do it, but she
I
has to deal
agree.
with repercussions.
Well, cool.
I don't think that it should have been allowed that she like if she signed the paper to be in the Olympics, she decided not to. It's kind of like signing a military contract, like not in the same degree, obviously, but um
When you said military, all I thought is, do you think they allow little people in the military?
no, there's actually a height requirement. Because
Oh,
yeah,
fuck.
if you're I believe that's a thing. I might be wrong. I'm gonna Google it just to make sure.
Little people. Just call it little people. Um, wow. So there's a height requirement. That's a bummer. So if you were hardcore, I'm for my country. Like I need the country to.
I'm pretty sure you can't be like under 4'11" in the military, right? Because it's a legal M word. Little people.
If a little person is fucking a girl doggy style, is he standing up? I stole that joke. I don't remember where I heard that from, but God, is it funny? Little people just make my day
I'm
better. If
googling it, but I can't find anything on it.
if you see a little person, you cheer up a little bit.
The cause is height less than 60 inches.
Am I wrong?
They can't be less than 60 inches. So how tall is 60 inches?
You're the Googler. You are our info
So
guy.
they can't be less than 5 foot.
Oh, well then that's not
So
the way.
so it was 1 inch above what I thought. 4'11" is not
That's
legal.
a bummer. That's
Four
a bummer.
4'10" is a legal midget.
That's a bummer. No, little people. You don't say the word, Joseph.
That's what
Fuck.
it's
I don't
legally
even know.
called.
I think unless you know one, if you know one, then you can call them. If you have one in your family, it's kind of like the N-word, you
Bro, we
know?
don't have one in our family. We're both above 6 foot, bro.
We don't. That's what I'm telling you. You can't say it. I've said little people. That's all I said.
I've said little people.
That's all I said.
I
That's
feel like
so
little
weird. Have you
people's
been
more
around?
disrespectful.
Have you been? Look, they're a little person. Okay? I don't care what you say.
I
That's
feel
a,
like that's more disrespectful.
I'm a big person, and
Uh,
people point it out to me all the time. That's a little person.
I feel like that's
That's a,
disrespectful. Like more
look, they need to get
disrespectful at least.
it's I feel disrespected every fucking time somebody asks me if I play basketball. It fucking
Fair
annoys me.
enough.
It fucking annoys. No,
Fuck yeah, I
I don't play
agree.
basketball.
I
My
don't
goddamn
either.
knees hurt. My
I
knees hurt.
play play computers, okay? Fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah, I got shit to do, man. I'm going to fucking college, you know? Time for basketball.
I'm in high school, bro.
I don't have oh, in high I didn't have nah, bro. We were busy recreational activities. Um all right, so we need another topic. What can we talk about? We're gonna do karaoke? What are you gonna sing?
Karaoke?
We're not doing karaoke. That's
Oh,
fine.
fuck. I
I'll
can't
move on. I'll
sing.
move on. I'll move on. We need another segment.
I can play the piano while you sing.
No way. No, I'm not gonna sing. Um,
Wow.
all right. I don't know, Joseph. I feel like I've lost it.
Lost it.
Yeah, I think we've done good though. How long has this one been? Is there a way to tell? Oh, it's 36
37
minutes.
minutes.
Ooh, damn. It's been good. I feel like we could
We could
what
step it
else do
up.
we got? Huh?
We could step it up. Have you seen the Free Guy movie yet?
No. Free guy.
Really? Free Guy.
What do you
The new Ryan
Oh,
Reynolds movie?
you were talking about that. Okay.
Bro, it's
That's where you
good.
went?
Yeah.
That's where you went?
Yeah.
It's good?
Oh, no, that's not where I went the other day. No, I went to watch Shang-Chi.
Oh, yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Shang-Chi was
Yeah,
good
how was
too.
that?
That was really good. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It
Oh,
reminded
okay.
me kind of like a old Bruce Lee movie.
Are you allowed to be racist when it comes to food?
Food?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think. Okay, so like if you're call, it depends on how you phrase it. Cause like all I'm gonna say is
I don't want I
the
don't want
best
a
barbecue
Chinese
I've
guy
ever had is
was
made
by a
by a
black
black
guy.
guy. Like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sorry, if I want
definitely.
barbecue, we're going for a black guy.
Reggie's dad?
If we're going, I never had it, but everything I've heard,
Fuck.
Reggie's food. Oh my god.
Wow. Oh,
Uh,
I got an interview coming up soon, guys. We're gonna have one of the original White Boy members.
Danny,
Huh?
Danny.
No, 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 no. No, it's my buddy Mark. They
Oh,
had this little gang in the trailer park called the White Boys.
oh.
But anybody that knows knows.
I thought you were talking about the Proud Boy.
I broke into this guy's car in like a not like a broke into it kind of way, but like we all just used to hang out in the car when he
Oh,
was
I
around.
remember you telling me about this.
And then I thought that it was just okay for me to hang out in the car. So I got into the car. And then he comes along, he goes, "Yo, what the fuck are you doing in my car?" I go, "We're just hanging out like you know we normally would be." He goes, "Make it the fuck out of my car." What are you doing? I didn't think anything of it. I was like, "Oh yeah. I mean, we're cool now, but you know, it was a rocky time there for a minute."
Fair enough.
What's up, buddy? Oh. Well, the good news is it's bedtime. Love you.
Good night.
Yeah, it's bedtime. Turn that off. Love you. Good night, buddy. See you in the morning.
In the morning.
Ooh, get away. Bye, viewers.
Bye, viewers.
He knows how to promote, bruh. He
Who?
does. He comes on and he's like, "Yo, what up, my peeps?"
Oh, what up, my peeps?
Um, yeah, I guess we gotta come up with some shit. I guess we really
Definitely
need to,
have a flow.
but I don't know what.
I don't either.
I guess it would be good if we had some like oh, wow. Wow. I just thought about it. I got
Wow.
it. I got
Wait,
it.
wait, wait,
I,
wait. We should go over the video Reggie sent you earlier.
yeah, but I'd have to have it pulled up and I can't have my screen because it's on the oh yeah, I can
You
actually.
can actually share it through Discord and share your screen, and it'll
Yeah,
pop
yeah,
up as
yeah,
a
I know. I
third
just thought
video
about it.
camera.
I just thought about it. But 1 second, I got an idea. I got an idea. So there is a Facebook page that is called FU. I'm from Bradenton. And I'm gonna look up some posts and we're gonna talk about it. Oh, there's one called FU. I'm from Manatee County too. I didn't even know that.
Good
Where's the
job
FU?
on
I'm from
doxing us.
FU. I'm from Bradenton. Do what?
Good job on doxing
Oh, hey, what do you want? I don't live there.
us.
There's somebody that posted any polices in this Bradenton group.
Any polices?
Polices. And then somebody said, "What policies are you selling? Insurance?" I love this. I love this fucking page. Somebody posted Red Barn Flea Market. Hey, if anybody knows, the Red Barn is the shit.
It is
That
pretty
shit used
good.
to be popping. That
It
shit used to be
used to be
popping.
popping.
They used to
I
have
don't know
a
about
nice
now.
little fucking breakfast spot right in the middle of that joint. I mean, it
Yeah,
was like just dripping with grease. Dripping.
dripping.
Okay. So what's next? So AMI is okay, but Bradenton, Palmetto are crap. Somebody's in their feelings. And Anna Maria Island is okay. And Bradenton and Palmetto are shit. So I just need you to know that if you ever listen to this, they are shit. They
Yeah,
are.
so is Anna
And
Maria
Anna
Island.
Maria Island is
Is
okay.
also shit.
It's okay.
It's also shit.
It is okay.
It's also shit.
Um,
This
Follow
entire
our
state is
Patreon
shit.
where we continue this conversation for 2 hours. If you want to later, follow our Patreon. Subscribe now. Parents still not located. So this is what I like what made me think about it earlier. So there was a small 11-year-old and 4-year-old child that was found in the middle of a parking lot walking around at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Gang, gang.
Gang, gang. And still to this, I mean, I'm gonna check up because I am their cousin. Oh shit, we have an update, people. We have an update. I am their cousin. I live here in Bradenton, and they DCF, Department of Children and Family Services. But I don't know why they said they. Probably because they don't know how to spell. Because they're from Bradenton. Will tell me nothing because I am not on their case. I want to see my cousins. Been wrecked with worry since I have been contacted. They need someone oh, maybe this bitch cares. Like, I'm not gonna keep going. So, anyways, this bitch found these two kids at 5 o'clock in the morning, and they still to this day have not. Oh, well, at this time have not found the parents. And the parents were homeless, is what it seems like. And yeah, they found these kids and they turned them in. They're at a house now, so that's good.
I
Let me
mean,
know when to stop. I got all kinds of shit here. I
keep
got all
going.
kind. F you, I'm from Braden. Okay, so the deputies are investigating a stabbing at Sarasota Strip Club. So that's what's up. F you, I'm from Sarasota. It's at the Cheetah, it looks like, or at least that's what the picture says. I've been in the Cheetah before. I didn't get stabbed, but God, I wish I would have stabbed someone. You know what I mean? Good.
Goose.
um, See, I think this will work. It gives me shit to talk about. What do they
Um,
got? What?
I have a
Go ahead.
story.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, it's kind of a bullshit story I just thought of, but like, do you know who Gary is?
Um, no.
You do not.
Kind of. He's the dude from the raves.
From the raves?
Gary the alien. Oh, 1 second. I gotta turn my camera off. I'm so sorry,
If
viewers.
that's an actual thing from raves, well, this is Gary the alien. This
Is my
is
camera off now, Joseph?
yes, it is.
Hey, thank you.
Why did you have to turn off your camera?
Because
Oh, facts. Um, um, basically, this is Gary the alien. You put me on the spot without the camera. I didn't think. Um,
sorry.
basically, we were rolling through. Is it Nevada that has Area 51? I feel
New
like it is.
Mexico?
New Mexico. Thank you. I always get it confused. I don't remember which one. So we were rolling through New Mexico, and we didn't get to go. We went to this like really cool like tourist place, and I didn't get anything alien wise. But then we went up to Arizona, and we found this dude, and basically they this is a wood carving. They took a chainsaw and they carved it all out, and they made an alien statue. His name is Gary. But my friend basically told me while I was in New Mexico, he told me that he hoped that an alien swooped down and stole my pizza rolls. And I told him I'm going to make friends with that alien and we're going to go steal his pizza rolls.
Would you fuck an alien?
I mean, first human to fuck an alien? Probably, for sure.
Okay.
I think my girlfriend would be okay with it. Can I consult her?
What if you fuck the alien, then you find out that it's a technically a male alien?
Ooh.
That'd be unfortunate, right? Are you
I mean,
gay?
but I'm still a first, right?
Are That's good. Wow. He was willing. He was willing to take one for the team. I w I mean,
Bruh,
yeah, and
you're
if you
not
liked it,
fucking an alien?
if you liked it in the end, why does it matter,
Bruh, I
right?
feel like the aliens would be kinky as fuck though, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because they have tentacles, so they can take care of multiple things at one time. Leave it to your imagination, or check us out on our Patreon.
That we
Subscribe.
don't really have.
We don't have one. But
Yeah.
my OnlyFans is up at 12 o'clock.
That's 12
Check
o'clock.
me out.
But
Buttholes and
basically.
taints. Buttholes and taints. Back to Gary. Back to Gary. Back to Gary. Back to Gary. Bro, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to
What?
do me a favor because you're telling me about Gary. Look up the rave alien.
Okay, I'll do that.
Look up.
Basically, Gary is an alien, and he is my friend. He is the friend that I made to come back. I told my friend that I'm gonna become friends with an alien, and I'm gonna go and steal his pizza rolls. Once we run out of pizza rolls ourselves, and I actually just ran out of pizza rolls, so I gotta book a flight down to Georgia and go steal his pizza rolls with Gary, cause Gary only eats pizza rolls, like that's all he eats, and he's gonna starve if I don't have pizza rolls. So I gotta go steal his pizza rolls because Gary needs pizza rolls, and I want pizza rolls, and we're gonna share the pizza rolls,
You know what's
and
crazy?
that's
I
the entire
actually
purpose of Gary.
unknowingly drew Gary in my artwork.
Did you really?
Well, yeah, look at my artwork. Look at the green artwork that I sent you. I guess I'd have to send it to you now. 1 second. 1 second. How do I take it off full
I don't
screen?
remember what I was googling earlier, anyways.
The rave alien.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Um, here we go. When we don't stop now.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's literally just yeah, definitely, exactly like Gary.
There you go.
And Discord. Oh damn, you did.
I told you.
Yo, gang shit.
All right, so what else do we got on FU? I'm from Bradenton. This woman dropped these masks out of her car into the road. As I
Wow.
drove away, she was emptying out more stuff onto the street. I yelled at her that she dropped something just to let her know that her gross actions were witnessed and she couldn't pretend it didn't happen.
What a bitch.
This is why Manatee County looks so dirty. People just don't care.
Fucking
And
what
you
a
know
bitch.
what? I don't care. You're right,
Yeah.
bitch. Don't tell me where I can and can't throw my mask out of my car. Fucking. And you don't have to take a picture of my car and upload it on fucking Facebook, okay?
Okay.
To let people know I'm a piece of shit.
Okay.
I'm so glad they blocked out my license plate so people don't know it's me. But just leave me out of it. That's all I'm saying. If you're mad at yourself, if your dad touched you when you were a child, don't get mad at me about it. This is all I'm saying, okay? But actually I agree with you.
That
What a
was
stupid
that was
what a
poor. Ah.
what a what a horrible person for dropping shit on the ground, right?
No. I was talking about the Karen.
Oh yeah, I mean I agree. Anyone know what happened at Sawgrass Cove? To be honest, I don't even know where that's at, but I probably know what it is. I just don't know it called by that. 19-year-old roofer struck and killed by lightning. I heard about this. There was a 19-year-old on the roof got struck by fucking lightning and died, dude.
Bruh.
In
That
Bradenton.
like real shit like that like that sucks. And like that's just shit to say and like but like poor change of topic. Have you seen lightning scars?
This is why you shouldn't work right there. That kid has probably worked since he got out of high school. Never had any time to have any fun. And then it's a shame. Moment of silence. All right. I don't know the kid. I'm sorry. I'm sorry he got hit, bruh. I've never been hit by lightning, and I'm sure it fucking blows. I'm
I
so sorry, dude.
I don't know, cause like, do you think it's instantaneous? Probably not,
I
right?
know, but the yo, my mic is about to fall, son. Um, I don't know. I really don't know, right? But the question being is, does it stunt like or diminish the release of certain chemicals and whatnot? Because if it is an instantaneous zap and it just fries all your cells at once, do you get the afterlife? Because like I'm almost prescribed to the thought, subscribed or prescribed, subscribed to the thought, prescribed. It doesn't matter. I'm of the thinking that
I don't think either of those
maybe,
words are right.
hey, look,
I don't know.
I aspire to the thought that that one's not right either. I transpired, I inspired a thought one time.
I
I
had
inspired
this
a
thought one time.
I inspired a thought one time that maybe it's just the chemicals that we release in our brain that's the
Yeah,
religious experience,
and the
you know?
pituitary gland.
The, yeah, and then decalcification. So go out there and scrub your glands, bruh. Scrub them
Scrub them.
clean. um,
Yo,
so
so
what
wait,
else?
do you have your tonsils out?
No,
No? Okay, so like I saw something online earlier. I had my tonsils out. So like do
I don't
have
know.
you
Are they
ever
still
had
there?
tonsil stones?
No.
Do you know what those are?
Yeah,
Okay, what are they? Because like
it's a
I've had my
buildup of
tonsils out.
calcification.
Okay, and like I just don't have to worry about them because I don't have tonsils.
I don't know. You don't have to worry about the gag reflex though either. Oh,
I have a gag.
oh, do you really? Oh, they should. He fucking does it. No, I don't. We don't need to see it. Wouldn't it be great if you puked though?
That would have been
Wouldn't it be fucking
terrible.
golden? Um, what
Nah,
do we
like
got? What
if
else
a
we
pill
got?
hits my uvula,
Oh,
I'll I gag.
what do you think the law is for me streaming my someone else's Facebook page?
What do you mean?
Like if I'm making a video
Oh, it's public.
and
Go for it.
F you,
The
I'm from
the
Bradenton is a page.
the only problem is making sure there's not shit content that will ban you on that page, like nude pictures or something to the effect that would get like sexually explicit content or something that you don't want to or you can't put on the content or on the platform itself like as actual content. Otherwise, it's public view, so you could put any of that shit on there. You might have to blur out the name though. But hey,
Oh, look at this guy running. This is all I want to show. This is hilarious. Oh, since I'm on here though, we could talk about it. This is what happened in Sawgrass Cove.
this is what happened in Sawgrass Cove.
Where is this? This is this fucking bitch, bro. I just need you to know. You guys see the mask? See the mask? Oh wow, why is it over there? But I'm. Oh okay. You see the mask? That bitch fucking threw him on the ground, and we're not standing for it no more.
Yo,
That's all I'm
fuck
saying.
that bitch.
This is the cheetah. This is where the police are. I don't know what
Yep,
happened
I see
here.
that police car right there.
Trying to kill him and shit.
Not only are you
AMI.
circling it with your mouse, by the way, I'm also circling it with my mouse.
So AMI is okay, but Bradenton Palmetto are crap, and
Yeah,
we agree. It's shit. And F you, I'm from Bradenton. I support this shit. So anyways, I'm not showing you my screen no more. How'd
yep,
the stream go? Good. I'll say
good.
good. It went good.
Yeah, I closed it, but it's good.
So I think that's a good segment. I think we could definitely throw FU I'm from Bradenton on every now and again just to see some crazy shit going on in the local area.
I mean, you already doxed us, so I see no reason not to.
I don't think it's doxing. They don't know where I'm at.
That,
I don't live there anymore. I'm not a Bradenton native. I'm
fair enough.
fucking gone. Fuck those people. Bradenton's horrible.
Bradenton's horrible. It
Bradenton's
is.
shit
It is
people.
indeed.
Bradenton at one time was the leading area for heroin overdoses in the
Gang
state.
number
In the in
one.
the state, which was at the time
Number
the
one in
leading
the world.
state
Or
in
not
North
world,
America.
country. Sorry.
So we were number one,
We
bruh.
were number
Number
one
one.
of number one.
Number one. Number. But it was horrible. It's horrible. It's
Yes,
horrible.
terrible.
You know how many people I found in bathrooms dead?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, I don't know if they're dead, but they
But
were dead, bruh.
dead.
They were dead, bruh. They're dead now. You know what I mean? If they weren't dead then, they are dead now. No amount of Narcan could have saved those
Moment of
dudes.
silence.
Moment of silence. So, anyways,
Okay.
fuck those guys, to be honest. Like, quit doing drugs in my neighborhood, man.
Yeah,
My
like
kid lives here.
dude,
Like, I'm just trying
it's
to go to
crazy to me.
McDonald's.
It was crazy to me that like it's a thought that I was told as a child. Like I'm 17, I'm still a child, but I'm not a child. Like I was told like I'm 17, like I'm a child, like I'm a minor still, but what I'm getting at is like I'm not a fucking 6-year old. Like as a 6-year old, as a 5-year old, like 6-year old, 7-year old, I was told like at the park, watch your foot, like 'cause you don't want to step on a needle.
I heard that. I actually picked up a baggie once and got yelled at because you can
Yeah,
absorb
I got
residue
yelled
from a
at for
baggie.
picking up like cards, like a gift card on the ground. I'll be like, well, maybe there's money on here because I'm a dumb child, and I pick it up, and then
Yo,
they'd be like, oh, there could be residue on that.
we got yelled at about some weird shit, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
But then again, now I yell at my kid about weird shit.
Yeah,
but
but
I do
do
it
you
on purpose.
do you think that was like do you think that's legit? 'Cause like yeah,
No, 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 I'm just kidding. I'm a better father.
no, that's not what I was asking. I meant like the credit card thing. Like do you think that's like absurd?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I don't know. I don't because the thing is, right? Everybody's like, well, it's like you just try to prevent situations from happening, right? So that's good. I'm not against preventing situations from happening, but then it's almost where I'm at with this corona thing, right? It's like I had so many people tell me when Sean tested positive and I tested negative, they go, "Don't come to my house for a week." It's like, but I tested negative. Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
it's
come over
criminal.
here. Huh?
It's a little dumb.
It's just weird. And then
Um,
and
but I
then
mean, then again, New Zealand did really good with the lockdown.
I went to I know, but this is the thing. What's really good?
But really good, like they had
New
zero
Zealand.
cases.
No, 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 no. That's not what I'm saying. What is really good though? What quality of life do you have?
Oh, I mean, for 120 days, and they went in lockdown for another
Yeah, but
14.
do you know the
So I mean,
population of New
we've
Zealand?
been in lockdown. I mean,
Do you
not
know
lockdown,
do
but
you know the population of New Zealand?
it's less than Florida,
Very
right?
small.
I'm pretty sure it's less than Florida.
It's very small. So doing that with our country is not it's not gonna happen. Like it doesn't work the same. There's too many people, too big of a population, too big of an area to control. You'd have to like New Zealand has shut down their country. Like you can't
Yeah,
go there without quarantining,
yeah,
which is great, but like instead of like America where like you at the beginning like you fly to New York or you fly to Florida or you fly to like these certain places, like oh you need to go quarantine. Like oh you need to go. These places like they pick you up from the airport, they take you to a place and they put you in a fucking room and then if you leave, you go to jail or you get fined or both. Like in Australia, it's you get jailed
yeah,
if you leave your room when
yeah.
you're under quarantine, which is I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I have no fucking clue. What I'm saying is I don't want to do that with my life. If I were to die tomorrow, like I'm not I just don't I don't want to just sit at home. Like I don't want to like I don't know. I just went to so this is the other thing. So I just went to the show. I had so many people like, are you actually gonna go to that? Like, oh, that's a lot of people. Like, you guys gonna, you
What
guys need to
show?
make sure you wear your mask. We went to the Joe Rogan show,
Oh,
21,000 people, which is like, if it was any other time than right now, people wouldn't even bat a fucking eye. But because of the times that we're in, I just had multiple people like, wow, like you're pretty risky. Like, I know
risky.
I'm just living my fucking life, man.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a little weird because like people are, people like talk about how they're like, oh, we can't go outside anymore, and blah 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 blah. We're in lockdown. Like this, it's kind of crazy to me because never like they never went out of their house in the first place. They don't leave. Like no,
I
the
agree,
like I
but the
don't
thing
leave. Like so it doesn't bother me. Like I just sit at my house 90% of the time,
I
anyways.
do understand, but you did go to your friends in Georgia.
Yeah, I did during the pandemic.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Okay, but let's say that this
twice. He
is
came up here during the pandemic too.
but but let's say this is not here and let's say this is Australia
Oh
or
yeah.
well, now you have to quarantine for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Well, you can't because you don't have enough time to take off 2 weeks
I
and
did.
then spend your week or 2 weeks there. I mean, you might
I did.
as a child.
I did.
I understand what you're saying, but
I'm
like,
just saying. I
yeah,
did.
very few people have that
I
luxury.
understand. But at the same
Yeah.
point too, like they had zero cases.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Right. And that
it's
works
kind of
for a
like a
small
small,
population.
it's kind of like a small price to pay,
Yeah, but
I
that works
feel.
for that small of a population. That will
Okay,
not work
okay.
here. It can't work here. But they did only because they didn't lock down. See, the problem was is they didn't do a mandatory full lockdown
Oh,
like
right.
they
No, no, no. I'm
could
saying
have.
that won't work right now.
I could it could work now.
No, like
It could
the
work
U.S.
anytime.
No, like it would work for the like
It actually
New
would not
Zealand right
work
now
now.
because it's
It
working right
actually
now. It would
it
not
would
work
not work
for
now
anybody right now.
because we've already felt the financial burden, and by we I mean most other people have already felt the financial burden. Most people will not listen to the government now. They said they could not do what they wanted to do. You would have a revolt on your hands.
Yeah,
So the problem is if they would have shut the country down from the beginning, because we've already pretty much shut down anyways for the past year or two. If they would have full on shut the country down for a month or two, just everybody fucking stays home. Like, look at them, the amount of money they've already fucked themselves out of. Look, we're just gonna pay all electric bills and figure out your food situation, I guess. I don't even know how that would have worked. Like, look, we're gonna give everybody a week to stock up on food.
National
We're
Guard gives people ramen
Yeah,
probably.
but National Guard works if we're not talking about a virus where people are contracting viruses and we're telling everybody to stay inside.
Yeah,
So I
but
think what it legitimately would have been is like go stock you we have a week, go stock up on your food.
you don't think that the National Guard and like the health professionals would be working at that point?
I'm not saying they wouldn't be. I'm saying like the whole point would be that we need as little contact as possible.
Right,
That
but
would be the point of a
I'm
lockdown.
saying like leave at the door ramen noodles and then like you open the door when they leave. Grab your ramen.
Yeah, but the problem was at the beginning, right? They didn't know. They were telling people that it stays on different areas for 20 days or whatever. I don't know.
Fair enough.
The ideas were crazy in the beginning.
I
But
don't know
all
what
I'm
I'm
getting
talking
at is
about.
if they would have shut it down, then possibly. But then the problem is like, okay, so we just don't like now you don't allow anybody into America again or you then you start doing what New Zealand does, but you have to make people do things, and we're not that kind of country. Like
Right.
we're based off of freedoms, and that's the issue. That's where we're at right now.
Ooh, speaking of freedoms, religious freedoms. Okay, have you heard of the Satanic Temple and what they're doing with Texas?
I'm part of the Satanic Temple, but go ahead.
Gang gang. Do you really know? I'm serious.
I do not.
So, Satanic Temple is actually not really like they're referenced as the Church of Satan, which they're really not the Church of Satan. The Satanic Temple. Shout out to Captain Geimer, told me all of this today.
Shout
Um,
out.
Basically, the Satanic
Shout
Temple.
out to that homeless dude that used to live right behind the McDonald's in Bradenton that I used to go to all the time, and I'd throw you some fries. And not like throw them to you, like I'd just give them to you. And then every now and again, I'd pick up an extra ice cream when their ice cream machine was working and give it to you. Shout out,
Dang.
bruh.
Shout out to that homeless guy.
Much love. Moment of silence. He's dead. Actually, I don't know if he's dead or not, but he probably is, man. Those homeless people don't live long, man.
Um,
It's a short, rough life, dude.
so,
It's,
anyways,
it's
the Satanic Temple, basically they and I think it was Oklahoma. It might be Ohio. I might be wrong on the state. I think it was Oklahoma though. They challenged basically the state put a big Christian like angel statue in the middle of the city, and the Satanic Temple was like, "Hey, we got a statue for you." And then they gave him a statue of Satan juggling a bunch of babies. and and um
but
and
like
Oklahoma
in a fun way.
So the entire Satanic Temple, the entire point of it is to challenge religious freedoms to stop,
No, but
like
what
the
I'm saying is
the entire.
Was Satan juggling the babies in a
Oh,
in a fun way?
dude, I don't have a picture of the statue, okay?
Okay.
But
Okay. Did the babies look like they were
and
having fun?
in the court documents, all it says is Satan was juggling six babies.
Oh, six of them.
So yes,
Were they
so
interracial?
I don't know.
These are questions I need.
These are questions. Point being is they went into the Supreme Court and challenged the state of Oklahoma to basically require the states to put in the statue because they were imposing religious freedoms on the state. So if they allow one religious statue on in the
They
state,
have
they
to
have
allow
to
any
they
religious statue.
exactly. So they had to allow the Satanics statue. So the state of Oklahoma ended up taking down the statue, and there's no statue in the state of Oklahoma now because of the Satanic Temple.
Oh
Now,
wow.
in the same instance, that's what the Satanic Temple is doing now with the Texas abortion law. They are saying that it's imposing on their religious freedoms because of the in Texas abortion law, because the quote I don't know if it's a quote, but the Christians are basically imposing their religion on the satanic religion, and that they believe that they should have a right to choose, and that I don't know their exact like wording, but basically the Satanic Temple is suing the state of Texas over their abortion law and trying to overturn the abortion law for the state of Texas.
I saw that. But it's not gonna make it.
No, it
You
will.
know what's
Definitely. That's a religious freedom. There's no way it won't make it. It goes straight to the Supreme
but the
Court just
religious
because they
freedom
sued
is
the state.
what?
I don't. I have to do more research, but
Because
me
there's
and Captain
also
Geimer talked about this morning, and
what
he
I was
literally
about to
said
say
the
is
law is poorly wrote.
there is
Texas.
the way that law works is basically they go based off of won and lost cases, right?
Yeah, and that's we were talking about Roe
So they
versus Wade.
reference,
The
yes,
yeah, exactly. We were talking about cases like that.
it sets
I
up
don't
precedents.
remember, and I don't want to give false information. Um,
But so what's crazy about that? In your religious freedom, what is their religious freedom? What are they arguing for? They want to be able to have abortions or they don't? Because the law
that
I heard
that they
in
want it.
okay,
Texas
so
does
the
not want it.
Texas
Texas
wants
does not want
a
it to the
new
satan.
law that they're introducing now that
The Texas law, as far as I'm aware, doesn't even allow for rape victims to get an abortion.
and it's at 6 weeks
Like you can't get one at all.
after 6 weeks.
I might be wrong, but I don't think
It's
it's
definitely it's
anything.
after 6 weeks. That's the big deal. I didn't know we were gonna go here. Can we not talk about Afghanistan? This is wild,
We're not
Joey.
talking about
We're
Afghanistan.
two men. We shouldn't be talking about this.
All right.
I don't know what women do with their vaginas.
No. The religion said on its website that it stands ready to assist any members who want to fight the law. It said it had lobbied blah 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 Texas Religious Freedom Restoration Act. Judicial relief. The controversial abortion law bans virtually all abortions once a fetal heartbeat is detected, which is 6 weeks. It also allows private citizens to sue those who perform or aid in abortion in violation of the law and offers $10,000 for successful cases. And that's the
Mm.
problem. Is
But
it
it
allow
has to go through their upper level courts, and it has not yet, and it will not make it through.
Oh, not the law, no. But what I'm getting at is the problem being is the that's basically gonna turn into like a Salem witch hunt type of situation with
Do you know what
the
the
suit.
Salem witch hunts were about?
Yes.
Okay.
LSA, gang gang.
Hey, where'd you learn
Um,
that?
you actually.
Oh,
Yeah,
hey.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you want to tell the people?
I mean we can. They probably don't know
I
what
learned
we're
about
talking
it
about.
on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I actually taught my
Shout
teacher
out.
about it last year.
Shout out to Joe Rogan. I think it's a theory, but I think it's a very plausible, real theory.
Fair
So
enough.
there was like a type of bread that grew mold, and the mold was psychedelic pretty much. And so these people would eat this bread and they would trip out, and then they would see things, and obviously that would make them believe that they were under some sort of magical spell because at this time period, you know, they're not well versed on psychedelic drugs. And so yeah, they would eat this bread, they would start tripping out, and then they would obviously look at somebody and go, "Hey, I think you put me under a spell." So that's when they would try them, which I mean that was all crazy, right? Because they would, if they survived, then they were a witch, but if they died, then they weren't a witch, but then they're dead.
But then they're dead.
It's like okay, so yeah,
So yeah.
the witch, yeah, Chinese women. Bring me a pregnant one. This is all I'm saying.
Bring me a pregnant Chinese woman and I'll
Bro,
believe
if
they
you
exist.
you
It's
see
like a
one,
fucking unicorn, dude.
you see one on the street, don't bring her. Obviously, I can't condone these actions, but take a picture that's legal. Is that
Don't
legal?
take
That's
a picture
legal.
because it could be photoshopped. I won't believe it.
Oh wow, I agree. Yeah, bring me a fucking Chinese woman
Yeah.
that's pregnant, bruh, or I will not believe it.
Bring
But
her
like,
to
ask her,
me.
ask her. It has to be like, ask her, make sure it's okay, make sure like
Consensually
it's
bring her to
consensually
me.
like I need to see a pregnant Chinese lady before I'll believe that they're not
I
experimenting on in
agree.
the Gulf of Mexico.
I
And that's
agree.
what red tide is. Um and I'm full on fucking serious. I'm tired of people trying to spew other shit at me and say, "Oh, the Hershey's company is or whatever, Nestle, I don't remember, whoever the hell. It's not Nestle people, it's fucking China. And they're drilling out in the Gulf on Chinese babies that they're experimenting and creating.
Jesus
And
Christ.
and this is what red tide is, man.
It
Um,
like real
but if you
shit,
want to
red
hear
tide's
more
pretty
about
bad.
this, if you want to hear more about this, subscribe to the Patreon.
Fuck, what
Um,
the Patreon, man?
subscribe to the page. It's because every podcast I listen to, they're like, "Oh, if you like this content, subscribe to our Patreon." It's like, bro, I'm not paying $5 a month. I'm
I've
sorry.
paid for one Patreon. Shout out to the Misfits.
I would. I'm not saying I
I
wouldn't.
paid
Like I
for one
would,
Patreon.
but I'm not gonna. I don't know. I have to really
It's the
like the
only
show.
extra content I've ever paid
I
for.
would pay for Joe Rogan, probably.
I paid for the Misfits just because of how good their content is.
Yo, we're going on an hour and 18, bruh.
Gang shit.
It's getting long.
It's getting long. Just like my dick. Hey
Wow.
hey.
You know what's crazy is I thought that. I swear to
I
God.
thought it for a good like five
I
seconds. So I'm like,
thought
is
it
that a bad joke?
and
And
then
then I'm
and then
like,
I was
ah, I'm
like
not gonna say it. And I'm like,
and then
ah,
I'm like
fuck it.
I'm too old to say this kind of shit. And it proved that I was right by you saying it.
Damn.
So here we are. Um
Here we are.
I think we're done. I think this has been a good one. I think this one rocked pretty well.
I think we did pretty good.
I think we did pretty good. Um But yeah, shout out to that homeless dude that's probably dead. Um, shout out, shout out to that
Shout out to Captain
older
Geimer.
black lady that works in the KFC down the road from me, who always makes sure we get some extra shit, 'cause that's cool and I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Thank you, KFC
And
lady.
To
Yo,
be honest,
real
I haven't been there in a while, but I appreciate you.
fair enough. Real shit. Same thing with that Mongolian place. She always give me extra Mongolian chicken. Shit's popping.
Shout out,
Shout out
shout
to
out to
that
the
lady.
Mongolian place. Um,
Gang gang.
gang, man, gang. I agree. I
uh.
agree. Oh, shout out to that guy. Every time, every time I go to this gas station, he tries to sell me on something I don't want.
Right? Yo,
And
shout out to
I ap-
Pringles.
I appreciate you for trying, but I'm never gonna fucking change what I want just 'cause you said something.
Fair
But
enough.
keep fucking coming at me, bruh. Keep coming at me. So
Got
shout
you.
out to you,
Shout out.
whatever the fuck your name is.
Shout
But
out.
yeah, I think we're good, man. I think we're good. Much love, gang gang.
Much love.
A whole lot of podcast shit.
Whole lot of podcast shit.
This has been the Slim Chances podcast, collaborating with the No Bullshit podcast. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey,
You ended.
yeah, I did.
Extra content gang.
I fucking hate you.
All right,
Yeah, but
podcast.
I got the
Peace
video
out. It's been a
video
good
earlier of
podcast.
you eating.
Oh
So
damn, he got the extra. Damn, he got the extra content of me eating. Call me a bullshitter and whatever. I got you fixing your mic though, so it's all good.
do you really? Are you
Yes,
still
sir.
going? What a bitch. Damn it. He got me.
Damn. Is it good now?
It was gonna fall. It was gonna fall, man.
Yeah, I know. You kept saying something about it.
It was gonna fall. It was literally hanging on the edge,
Hanging on.
and I was nervous.
All right, podcast. It's been a good one. We
Yo,
dipping.
thank you, podcast. I appreciate you.
You the extra
Shout out to
content gang.
shout out
Thanks
to
for
that guy.
staying.
Check us out on our Patreon, man. And my OnlyFans starts at 12. So,
Yo, if you got to this point, comment extra content gang.
bro, if you got to this point, I will make 2 personal videos for you.
Two
Say
personals for sure.
watermelons. Say watermelons in the comment, and I will make 2 personal videos
Well,
for you.
just say extra content gang and watermelons, cause we said both shit. So like whatever.
Yeah,
Just
my
say
bad.
it.
Say watermelons though, for
Say
sure.
both. All
Do you, man?
right, fuck off podcast.
Hey.